Okay, in the combat with the Demigryphs and the Spirit Host, I finally managed to kill the Spirit Host by sitting there and doing nothing, and I reformed to meet the Vargolf. I've heard these things are pretty nasty, so got to be careful. Over here in the pillow fight, I just my wizard got ganked, but yeah, it was bound to happen sooner or later. I think I'm probably going to have to think about what to do with it and where to put it on. I think I might have to buy him because I quite like light wizards in this army. It seems to work quite nicely. I think I'm going to put him on a Celestial Luminarch and then see if I can squeeze out enough points for the Hurricanum. And then obviously I'll get my +1 to dispel dice, +1 to my casting power dice, and I get the +1 to hit and the 5-up ward. So, if I can work the points in somewhere, I'll go for it. But I don't like the idea of them burning around in a combat unit, as this is bound to happen. So yeah, my BSB was about the only one that ever did anything. He did a single wound, and then no one else really managed to do much. But other than the wizard getting ganked, I still had enough combat res to do another wound due to crumbling. Although I'm about to take a charge from these guys, so things are going to change over there. So all in all, a bit of an interesting turn. We'll see what Vampire Counts have got for turn 3.
Okay, the end of Vampire Counts turn 3. Right, so what have we got? We had a big old combat in the middle between the Graveguards, the unit of skeletons, and his big block of knights. So yeah, I charged in the flank with the Graveguard. The Black Knights charged into the flank of the other block. And that was pretty much all that happened actually in the movement phase. The zombies moved up just to kind of sort of get in their way. Then in the magic phase, Sai used his dice to cast Curse of Years. So I had 6 dice. I attempted 3 invocations. The vampire over here failed. This guy got his one off. Managed to trigger the corpse cart, which gave my guys first strike. And all strikes first. So magic reference. The vampire lords. He also got off invocation. Managed to get 8 skeletons back, and he managed to get 2 of them back, I think. So basically got 2 ranks back, which was nice. Then that was all for magic phase. There was no shooting. And then the close combat phase, these guys, the vampire killed I think 4 guys, which was pretty nice. And then the Black Knights killed another 3. These guys didn't kill anything. I didn't pursue him just because this would have threatened my flank if I'd run up there with him. So he's fleeing now. I'm not sure if he can rally yet. I think he's below 25%. I'm not too sure. Then this combat, was just brutal. With all my old striking first, I just utterly slaughtered him. I think I killed, I don't know, sort of 5 or 6 guys. But basically it was enough to break him. And I also killed his warrior priest in a challenge with my vampire. He did it to limit the wounds from combat resolution, which makes sense. But yeah, I did utterly destroy him. So he fled. And then I just reformed just to face these guys off. So that was it. So pretty good turn. Looking pretty good for the vampires now. So we'll see what Sai can do about this. He's got plenty of stuff. As long as he can rally it, he should probably get back in this fight. So we'll see what happens.
Okay, end of Empire turn 4. Yeah, things are looking pretty grim now. This is basically after last turn's dire magic phase, and then losing my wizard in the Ollie's following go. Basically, all that happened is these guys moved back. These guys managed to rally and reform. My chaff at the back kind of come round and shot at his necromancer, did a wound. The remaining knightly orders there managed to reform. The other demigryphs basically moved up 16 to try and get out of everyone's range. The Celestial Hurricanum charged in to the Tomb Guard, but just bounced off and fled. I just rolled 1 for impact hits and didn't really do much. Just telling when the bloody horses and the Acolyte did more damage than the impact hits from that itself. So yeah, that's kind of pretty much in a bad position. So yeah, not good. Not good at all. Yeah, so that's basically a very rapid end to turn 4.
Okay, end of not Tomb Kings. Vampire Counts turn 4. These guys attempted to charge the 4 knights, but they fled. So I attempted to redirect into the Hurricanum that was there. Unfortunately, vampires only have a leadership of 7, so I failed that roll. So they're just sitting there chilling out. The Crypt Horrors charged into the Hurricanum, and he elected to. Oh no, it was already fleeing, so it fled again. They caught it. They rolled 18, and actually fled. Well, charged all the way over here and actually hit into the big block of knights that were there. So it was a bit unexpected. So they joined the charge with the Grave Guard, which probably hurt me in the end because I had less Grave Guard attacks, as they did nothing at all. What else? These guys just turned around to face the demigryphs, and that was pretty much it for moving. Oh, the Vargolf charged into the flank of the knights as well. And then the magic phase got 12 dice, I think it was. And I basically cast every spell I have really. I cast a couple of invocations just to heal up this unit. Fortunately, I wasn't thinking straight just because it was going so well, and actually did the minimum cast, so I didn't actually quite reach the corpse cart, so I didn't get my all strikes first, which is a bit of a shame, but that's what you get when you're winning and you kind of forget about your tactics and stuff. But it wasn't really a problem because I did manage to beat these knights in the end. The Crypt Horrors did nothing. The Grave Guard killed a fair few. The White King himself killed 2, and the Vargolf I think may have killed 1 or 2. I'm not sure. But basically I broke him, and he's fleeing now. And the Vargolf attempted to pursue, but unfortunately rolled 1 less than he did. So it's looking pretty good. I'm hoping I can chase those off in the next turn. Deal with those guys, and I reckon I've got this. So we'll see what Sai can do about that. But yeah, so that's the end of Vampire Counts turn 4.